Little known fact, backpackers are broke. I was one. And in 1991, I went all around the world, broke. And I used to hitchhike. I was with someone, so it wasn't super dangerous, but still not super safe. But things were so different back then. And I didn't know that John Wayne Gacy was picking up hitchhikers. I was doing mine in Eastern Europe. Gacy was doing his in America. And the story you're about to hear about one hitchhiker that he picked up, it'll curl your hair and a few other things. And that, of course, brings me to Bob Motta, because Bob Motta is a defense attorney with more than a passing interest in John Wayne Gacy's life and crimes, because Bob's dad was Gacy's trial attorney, Bob Motta Sr. And Bob Motta Jr., right there on your screen, owns hours and hours of recordings of Gacy. And honest to God, Bob, first of all, it was great seeing you at CrimeCon. I still can't believe the stuff that I'm hearing on your tapes. This whole business about the hitchhiker just makes me freak out, because I was a hitchhiker in the 90s. I don't think anybody does it anymore, but set up your first clip of this awful, awful interview that Gacy gave to your dad.
Yeah, it's great to see you, Ashleigh, and I'm glad that you survived your hitchhiking days. This first clip is basically what I refer to as what very well might have been, and it's Gacy talking to my father about one of his very last victims that he was transporting to the Des Plaines River, which is where he dumped his last 5 victims. And the conversation that ensues is disturbing, to say the least.
You said that after Joe was killed, that you put him in the trunk of the car, drove to the river, and on the way to dump him, that's when you picked the hitchhiker up to Colorado. Does that help you at all?
So it was on that one?
Not on Peace.
Possible.
You don't recall it. See, what I'm trying to do, John, is go through these statements in their words and your words, or paraphrase, whatever, and the things that you remembered, apparently, and told them there, you don't remember now. All right.
Yeah, but when you say, what order they were in, I can't tell you what order they were in. Decide off of what order they
Somebody knows.
were in. How would know unless they did it?
Wow.
Yeah, what's most disturbing about that is that I firmly believe, along with former Detective Bill Dorset, there are additional victims, and God only knows if that victim that was in that car in the trunk was the only victim that was in that car that day. The second clip we're going to get into is equally disturbing in a much different way, because I've always felt firmly that Gacy had help. In this clip, I think I'm going to leave it to y'all decide whether or not you agree with me.
I think Rossi was with me the night that I did meet John sick. And then he was with me also the next morning. Because of being high in it, I don't remember if Rossi was there the whole night. I know Rossi was there very early in the morning. He could have been there through the whole ordeal. I don't know. I can't remember. I do know the next thing in the morning is that we had to go get the car. We went and got the car from down on Clark Street.
He was there the next morning, John?
Yeah.
When you woke up, he was there?
Yeah, Rossi was there.
Where was he sleeping?
He was in the living room, sleeping in a chair.
Where was Zick?
Zick, I think, was on the floor of the other bedroom. Not the bedroom I was sleeping in, but in the other bedroom.
He was dead?
Yeah, to the best of my... Yeah, he had to be dead, because he was thrown in the crawl space.
No.
I don't know about you, Ashleigh, but that sure sounds like he had help to me.
Yeah,
it's
but
incredibly disturbing.
what happened to Michael Rossi? Why wasn't he charged?
It's a great question, and it's a question that I asked Bill Kunkel, the lead prosecutor, in my podcast, and he really didn't have a great answer for it. The kind of the prevailing thought is that he was connected. He had some heavy-duty connections with some political figures in Chicago back in the 70s. We'll never know, but he's alive and well down in Texas.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.